Okay, guys, I just want to touch base with you on something that has been highly debated through the years. it's, it's one of those things where you have some people that absolutely swear by one way and some people that absolutely swear by another. And it's one of those things where uh, through the years, now I'm not a pro fisherman, you guys know that, but I have been fishing for many, many years, and I go fishing more than anybody I know personally, even tournament fishermen. And I want to discuss these little babies right here, which is the fly or feather that goes on the back of a lure. And I absolutely believe in them. I try to buy topwater baits and stuff that have those on them. If they don't come with them, I always add them. Always. Uh, my reasoning behind that, which, this popper is almost brand new, got little teeth marks all in it. Anyway, the feather to me, if you are fishing and you throw this feather up, it hits the water like this and then floats down real slow. And the wave from when your bait hits the water, it makes these feathers flare out like fingers on a crawdad or the gills of a bait fish. And that feather is sitting there doing this right here in the waves. And then you pop it. And when you pop it, that feather flies up, comes back down slow, and it's almost more than a bass can stand. They're sitting there thinking, man, that's dinner, and it's getting away. Now, I will admit that active bass, you're going to catch them whether this is on the back or not. You throw it out there. If they're very active and you're just kicking it across the water, you do that one twitch and then kicking it across the water, you're going to catch them whether that's on the back or not. But I firmly believe that finicky bass that are sitting there and they're not really wanting to eat, you can entice them to eat with this feather. I even go a couple of steps further. On my whopper ploppers, even, you can see I put a feather on the back of a whopper plopper, which is something that I don't know anybody else that does that, but I fish a whopper plopper where I'm throwing it out and I let it sit for just a second for that feather to go down, and then I'm going to and stop. And that feather, when it stops, is going to float back down. And a lot of times, a fish will either hit on that when it initially hits the water, or they'll hit once I've done that first little, jerk across the water and the feather goes back down. I am a firm believer in feathers. If a topwater bait, now, to me, this does not apply to a Zara spook. A Zara spook is a different type of topwater. It is going out like you're trying to walk the dog, sure enough, and it's a big, wide walk. It's not going to do you a whole lot of good, I don't think, with a feather on the back of a Zara spook. But even topwater that had the front blades, absolutely. Put one on the back. It's not going to hurt anything, certainly. On your whopper ploppers, put them on there. I firmly believe in it. Definitely on a popar. A popar, if you don't have a feather on the back, you are missing potential fish, in my opinion. Now, I know that fishing is one of those things where everybody's got an opinion. And if you want to state your opinion, put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. hear about your fishing adventures. If you catch them all the time with a popper or with a whopper plopper or something without the feather, let me know. That's fine. I understand. I'm telling you my experience personally. If they do not come with a feather on the back, I highly recommend the Berkeley Fusion. You can see where I've taken some off already and put the hooks in here to save them, but I highly recommend the Berkeley Fusion feathers. They first of all, from what I understand, those are mustad hooks, which are very, very good hooks. And second of all, you can notice, I hope you can, that they have a little bit of sparkle in part of the feather, which to me, when they grab the sun, those little sparkles can make a fish react even harder to these particular types of feathered hooks. Berkeley makes an excellent product anyway, in my opinion, and I firmly believe in their feathered treble hooks. I really hope this helps you catch fish. It's summertime. It's hard to catch fish anyway. If you get out there in the morning times, always, 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 in my opinion, have a feather on the back of that thing. Now, this does not count frogs and stuff, so don't go crazy thinking all top water. But I definitely feel like on the ones that I mentioned, it'll help you catch fish. I appreciate you watching. I love you. Be sure to leave a comment, subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much.
But for me, it's riding motorcycles in the Alabama mountains, or fishing with my boys